What a proportion is two equivalent ratios. For example, you might be thinking, what is a ratio? A ratio is, let's say for our class, we have one teacher for every 20 students. We have one teacher for every 20 students. We have one teacher to every 20 students. We have one teacher for every 20 students. Those are the three ways to write a ratio. What proportions are equal ratios. To solve them, you can actually cross-multiply to solve, which we practiced quite a bit, so it's kind of good news. You're going to know how to do it. 3 over 8, let's say, is equal to 6 over 16. Are these proportional? In other words, are these equivalent fractions? Well, let's find out. We're going to find out by cross-multiplying. 6 times 8 is 48. 3 times 16 is 48. Is 48 equal to 48? Yes, therefore these are proportional. Okay? Okay, to make a proportion, what you're going to do is make two ratios. And we're going to do the third kind, which is this one, and we're going to separate it with an equals. So we're going to have two fractions separated from an equals, and I know you've heard me say this many, many times. If you see two fractions separated by an equals, then always cross-multiply. Put your two lines, put your equal sign, and then what we're going to do is keep the same units on the same level. You might be wondering, what's he talking about? Well, let's have a look. Every 3 centimeters on a map represents 250 kilometers. How many kilometers does, how many kilometers do 20 centimeters represent? Let's find out. Oh, sorry, let's back up. So what I mean by same unit, same level. Level, we either have a top or a bottom, okay? So units are, what units are we dealing with? We are dealing with centimeters and we're dealing with kilometers. Let's put centimeters on the top and kilometers on the bottom. It doesn't matter. You can switch these around too as long as you keep your same units on the same level. So 3 centimeters and 20 centimeters. Okay, what goes with does 250 kilometers go with the 3 or go with the 20? Every 3 centimeters on a map represents 250 kilometers. Okay, it goes with the 3. How many kilometers do 20 centimeters represent? Okay, how many kilometers? We don't know how many kilometers, so we're going to put an x here. Now let's go ahead and solve this by cross-multiplying. 3x, 3 times x is equal to 3x, and 250 times 20 is 5,000. Now we continue to solve this problem. We divide by 3 on both sides, and we wind up with x is equal to 1,667.7, rounding to the tenths. Really what we get are repeated 6s, but I'm going to do round it to the tenths place, which is 0.7, and then try to always label your units. And there we go, there's a solution to that. Okay, let's look at this one, and this is real data. It looks like the peso got a little weaker, the Philippine peso, since I got here. So hopefully I'm not the cause of that. Hopefully I didn't bring bad luck to the Philippine peso. Or maybe the dollar got stronger, one or the other, but let's have a look at this. 48.5 Philippine pesos is equal to 1 US dollar. How many US dollars can you buy with 2,000 Philippine pesos? So let's say you're going to the United States and you want to exchange money and you want to make sure that you're not getting ripped off when you do that. So go ahead and draw your lines separated by an equal sign. Okay, same unit, same level. Okay, let's put dollars on the top and let's put PHPs on the bottom. So for every $1 is equal to 48.5 pesos. And now let's go look over here. We've got 2,000 PHP here. Or sorry, 20,000. So we're going to put that on the bottom. Same unit, same level. 20,000 Philippine pesos. And we're looking for US dollars. How many US dollars? We're looking for that. So we're going to put that on the top. We're going to cross multiply and solve. We get 48.5 x is equal to 20,000. Now we're going to divide 48.5. And you wind up with $412.37. Remember, in the U.S., we always go to the hundreds place, so always round to that place if you're dealing with dollars. If you don't, I won't count it wrong if it's on a test, but just try to. Okay, so we found our answer, and what I like about proportions is it's a very practical skill. I've actually been in positions where I've had to convert through 3 currencies, and I did that by using proportions. And I've been to some very shady money exchanges in Laos and in Thailand, so you want to be careful that you're not being overcharged for the money that you have. And our third problem, this is another proportions problem. So I'm going to do the 2 lines, separated by an equal sign. A college wants to hire 3 professors for every 100 students. So let's put professors on the top. We're going to put students on the bottom. Again, it doesn't matter which is on the top, which is on the bottom. You're going to get the same answer as long as you keep your same units on the same level. Okay, so a college wants to hire 3 professors for every 100 students. 25,000 students are expected to enroll at the college. Okay, 25,000. That's going to go on the bottom. That goes with students. How many professors should be hired? Okay, so we're trying to figure out how many professors there should be hired. Cross multiply and solve. 100x is equal to, let's see, 75,000 divided by 100 divided by 100. And I don't know if you know the zeros trick, but you can cross out a 0 for if it's on the bottom and the top. So we're up to 750 professors. And we just solved our third problem.